Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and I welcome you to my craft room. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in snowy Skaneateles, New York. We've had some bursts of snow throughout the day. It's light and fluffy, so it is gorgeous and pretty. But I've been inside doing classes with my customers and just having fun. Today's just been a fun Stampin' Up! Day, and actually the customers helped me design one of the cards today. So that's what the beauty of getting together with others and sharing ideas, and that's what I hope this community brings to you, whether here, virtually or in person. So I'm Nancy Thompson, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I love sharing creative ideas with you. So those ideas will inspire you to create and share those creations with others, because we just want to share the love with everybody and make a brighter day for those that need it. So today we're going to be using the terrific Toadstools again, and Punch, the stamp set and Punch. It's a builder punch, and we're going to do something that you might not have thought to do with your punches before. So we might have done it, you know, in the past, but this is just, you would not have thought to use this. I saw this idea with one of our concept artists, Stampin' Up, Melanie Hyde, and I fell in love with this technique using this Toadstool Builder Punch. You're gonna love it, okay? You're gonna be looking at your punches in a whole new way. All right, so just to refresh your memory, let's go to my desktop here, and let's see. So these are the cards we did on Wednesday. And let me just zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. These are the cards we did on Wednesday using the designer paper, which is a celebration item, okay, that you can get for free with a $60 purchase. And we've got some fabulous iridescent rhinestones on there. And it's just a really simple card to create with. Just popping up to say hi. And using the Builder Punch to ink up the stamp set and punch it out with the punch. And here, I love this green toadstool. You know, it's great to go just rogue, right? With the colors, you're just choosing colors from the designer paper to create your creations. Okay, so that's what we did on Wednesday. If you missed it, go back on and watch Wednesday's live. So today, maybe I'll show you ahead of time. So we're going to make this fabulous card today. Would you have known that's the Toadstool Builder Punch? I didn't. So today we're going to be using the Full of Life designer paper. There's all these fun designs here on one side, on the A side or the B side, whichever side you want it to be. But when you flip it over, there's these beautiful colors for you to punch out and utilize, and it's a great way to use up your scraps. And I forgot to say, if you're joining in, come on in and say hello. Let me know where you're from. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you get alerted for your next, when the next time I go live. And here's my newsletter. If you love to have inspiration sheets on some of the things that I do, actually, I think I'm going to do this as an inspiration sheet because it's just one that you kind of want to remember to utilize, right? Okay, so look at all those fabulous patterns. And I only pulled paper from my scraps that I had, all right? I didn't cut it, go in and punch from a piece of designer paper, full piece, but this is even too big of a scrap. You could cut it down. I think like a 1-inch is all you need. A 1-inch piece of paper to do this project, to do this card. Hi Shirley, welcome. Okay, so let's get started, okay? Here I've got a whole bunch of pieces punched out, but I want to kind of give you a tip, okay? So here's the tip. I've got 2 pieces of scrap. Okay, they happen to be the same size. They're left over from something, okay? And the designer paper is thin enough for you to punch 2 at the same time. Because, I don't know, my punch is, see the fray marks on there? All right, it just kind of leaves that torn edge. So On thin paper, especially like if you had vellum or just really thin, it punches out so much nicer doing 2 layers at the same time. Look at that. And it punches well. There's still a little bit, you know, but the bottom layer definitely looks good. You could, if you're still getting this white edge around there, you could do 1 layer at a time and maybe put a piece of copy paper on top of that and combat that as well. Okay, which I think will work. Do I have any paper around? Let's give it a try, because you know what? I like to make sure when I give a tip, it's what's going to happen. So I've got this piece of scrap here that I dug out of my paper stash here, my paper bin. And we're going to just punch 1 layer, okay? Well, I wonder if we could still do 2. Let's try the 2. And I put that on top, and I'm going to put this in my punch. I don't know if I have enough here to do it. And let's punch. All right. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better. All right. But you definitely, if you did 1 layer at a time, you know, the 2 layers of printer paper and that, it would probably work fine. Okay, those didn't get punched all the way. They got some flat edges on them. So what are we going to do with these pieces, Nancy, right? So all you simply need is a black marker that we have in our annual catalog. And this card, I'm going to just take the bullet end, okay? And I'm going to just simply make some dots, okay? I'm going to just go around, not quite a 1/4 inch, you know, apart, maybe a little less, maybe 3/8 or so, or even less, whatever width you want, just so it looks nice. And just add these dots. It just kind of gives it a little bit more dimension to your project, okay? And so we have a whole bunch here, all right, that I've already pre-done. So we're ready to adhere. But the other way you could do it too is to start with a dot, okay, and then just kind of make a squiggly. I'm not the best at this, okay? You guys see that? So you could start and do like a little squiggly line and then go back and add another dot and then another squiggly, another dot, squiggly. I'm not that great at doodling. I think doodling, you need to be a doodling artist out there and just kind of work your way around your punched paper. All right, not too bad, I guess. So there's my little doodle art there. Okay, so we're gonna this makes a quick and simple note card, which I gotta find what we did with that. So we're simply going to take our note card and hold this, score this again. I'm gonna make sure we're lined up. Okay, we're lined up great. So I'm just gonna kind of spread out my image, my paper here, because I want a variety of color, okay? So I might kind of put the same colors in close proximity together so I get that variegated look that I'm trying to achieve, all right? Okay, I think that looks pretty darn good. So we're gonna just start with one, okay? And let's get our paper. Hi, Carol. This would be a great one to do with your customers. Simple and easy. And okay, my glue bottle is a little bit low. There we go. All right, so we're gonna I'm gonna first start like off the edge here and then grab another color and whatever variegated way you would like it to be. So when I get up to here, I know I'm not going to glue the whole thing. In fact, my customers remind me to use your silicone mat, okay? So let's grab that silicone mat. Keep my desktop from getting so much glue on it. So let's add just a little bit on half of it, because that's about all that's going to touch it. All right, and then let's see. Let's go down here with this color and any pattern that you want, really. So would you recognize this as the Toadstool Builder Punch? Hi, Pat, welcome. Happy Friday. Did you guys get snow down there? Okay, here we go. We are getting more. I didn't realize we were going to get so much. Oh, I didn't think about that. I did get quite a bit on there. Okay, so let's see. What do we want? Because I want to keep variegating this. Maybe we'll go with the red. No, that'll look good down there. You could kind of plan it out a little bit better than what I'm doing. That might, let's do that. Let's do this. And then like this. Okay, I think I'm liking that so far. So let's add these on before they get too out of control here. We want to keep like variegating them a little bit. Okay, there we go. Let's put that one right up. I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna go down there, about to there. I'm gonna switch this a little bit so it's a little easier to see. All right, we've got that, and I think we will put one up here. You could completely cover the whole thing, but I'm not going to. Okay, and then let's see, what do we need? I think that will look good there. We might end up covering the whole thing by the time I'm done here. Pretty darn close. Okay, I like this one. All the different combos. Each card is going to get totally different, and I can't wait to show you what my customers helped me design in a bit. Okay, it just totally you're going to be amazed the difference in everything. Okay, what do we got left? I think like this. We're going to put that there, and then we're going to call it quits. So let's put this here. I mean, you could cut some of these off and they might fit on the ends here. And then we're going to just flip it over and we're going to just trim. You could put it in your cutter, but I do have glue on these. It's glue that I over glued without thinking. And it is a fairly simple card to make. And just fun to play around with. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Voila! What do you think? Isn't that just so creative? So if you're loving these ideas, you can order any of this paper in my online store. This Full of Life paper is from the annual catalog. And yeah, it's from the annual catalog. So, and the note cards are there too. Okay, so what else are we doing with this? We're going to use, let me see, what did I do with them? Oh, here we go. And we're going to use the Just Wanted to Say dies. I think we used them not too long ago. So there's Feel Better Soon, Celebrate, Happy Birthday, and You're Too Kind is what it says, okay? So it kind of gives you an outline image and then a backdrop to kind of highlight that word. So I've already done some die cutting, okay? And those you can find in the online store, but right now they're currently unavailable. So we're going to make this a birthday card, okay? So see, that's the, here's the filled in, the background of it, and then the outline image. And I added adhesive sheets on the back side of my cardstock before I did any die cutting. So this makes it a breeze. Just go and peel off this adhesive sheet. Look at that. All my adhesive is on there, and I can simply add this to this black die cut right there. You might need to poke out some holes, but it just makes life so simple. You're not getting all liquid glue all over you and everything. And the beauty of the adhesive sheets, if you're gentle with it, you can usually pick it up and rearrange it. Okay, let's make sure we give that a good rub. And I know I have dimensionals on my desk. Here we go. Got some odds and ends here to, let's see, I have some here. let's use up these odds and ends here. I'm going to turn this around the other way, and so I can throw this out. Let's see, we got another one. Yeah, that'll work there. Okay. Let's cut off some ends here. So don't throw out these dimensional, the outer edge. Use it all up. I do anyways. Okay, let's do that, and let's do this. Okay, so let's add this to our card front. And I don't think I cut any paper for the envelope, so we'll have to do that. Got some January birthdays, or some birthdays coming up, and we're just going to simply put this on the diagonal. Hang on, I got a piece of dimensional showing. Let's give that a trim there, and just do that. And then we're going to finish off with a little bit of bling. We need a little bit of bling, right? So what do you guys think of this technique? Do you love it? Would you give it a try? So let's add some rhinestones, basic rhinestones. Let's go here, and then we're going to use big ones. Let's go here and down here. Okay, let's grab a piece of designer paper because I have a lot here. Not sure if that's wide enough for the envelope. Let's see if this is. Not quite. Okay, that's not wide enough, but I definitely know. I guess that'll be okay. We'll run with this. Okay, let's add some liquid glue. So you can imagine guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm probably going to be using more of these up, right? And I can't wait to show you the other ideas. So I'm excited. So if you're not a subscriber to my newsletter and you're local to me, I'll be doing a special crafters tea event here locally, and there might be an option to do a to-go kit. All right, so subscribe to my newsletter so you get all the details on that, because it's coming up February 13th and 14th, and it's going to be a special day just for you. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. And there's our simple and easy card there. Didn't take long at all. So let me show you some other ideas, just besides just using that punch, okay? Let's see. Oh, as long as we're talking about the crafters tea, let me share with you the projects, okay? I'll give you a little sneak peek, so sometimes it's easier to see them in person, right? Okay, we'll give a little. So we're using the Cutest Bee designer paper. It's in the scrapbooking brochure. So here's a couple ideas right here, okay? And then we have using the new hexagon die set that's in the bundle. And here's another one. And then here's a fun fold too as well that will be super special and all kinds of sweet surprises and delights as well. Okay, so if you so make sure you got my newsletter and be looking out for information, because it will be a quick sign up. All right, so there's the one we just did, right? And let me zoom back out again, because we're gonna need a little bit more space. Okay, so here's the one I did with squiggly lines. Okay, can you see the squiggly lines? So it could be whatever. Isn't that like a super feel better card? Wouldn't you just love to get that in the mail, right? Here I did straight up and down with them instead of on the diagonal. So I think you could just do whatever. You could go crossed as well. I haven't done that one yet. That might be cool to do. And let's switch gears and then let's pull the stamp set in. Look at the toadstool tops right there. So just another way to be versatile and make a simple and fun and easy card. Just stamp it in a variety of colors and just, you know, bright, happy colors, which is what we all need at this time of year. Okay, and then here's that cute bee paper, right? I want to make more of these because I got quite a few cut out, but I had to call it quits at some point last night. So I think this is fun as well, right? And what else? Oh, okay. This is what my customers helped me decide today on enhancing this card, okay? So I was showing them this card right here, okay? So this is paper that carried over from last year. You can find it in the online store. And what's the name of it? Nature something, I think. Pat, can you remember this paper? Yeah, I can't remember. And I'm like, when I'm looking at the card, I'm like, Nancy, why didn't I use gold letters instead of white? Probably because that's what I was cutting out at the time, was just all white. So let's see what it looks like with gold lettering. Can you see the difference? I love this. I think I might need to add some gems to it though. But I love it with the gold on it, the black and gold. And here's another one here, the happy birthday one. So this would be like a great guy card, I think. And this could even be a great anniversary card as well. So I think if we had thinking of you die cuts, that would be great for even a sympathy card. So yeah. So I hope you're feeling inspired. Let me know in the comments if this really helped inspire you if you're watching the replay. And let me know if you make one of these, because I love hearing that. That's what helps feed my mojo, knowing that you're learning, that you're taking these ideas and going into your craft room and playing with them, right? Because we all need that inspiration to create, right? And just, you know, sitting there with my customers while they're working on their projects help me come up with the black and the gold lettering. So I hope I've inspired you, and have a great weekend. Everybody stay warm. Let's hope all that snow melts quickly for those down in the south, and everything else going on in this world. It all calms down so everybody can get back to normal in their lives. So, oh, I'm glad you love them, Pat. Thanks, Shirley, too. And I'm glad you didn't get a bunch of snow. Sun's out now, thank goodness, but as the snow was coming down from the north, you could just see the sky getting grayer and everything, because we could just see it coming down for where it was really snowing hard up north earlier today. But all right, everybody, thanks so much for joining me. Come back next Wednesday at 3 p.m. for some more creative ink. And if there's anything you need to order, make sure you head to my online store. There's the January host code, and get a free thank you kit, card kit with a $50 or more order. And it's celebration time, so you definitely got to get some celebration items as well. And we will see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.